Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Trade Ideas live trading room for, whoops, live trading room recap. I thought I was starting the room in the morning. Live trading room recap for Wednesday, July the 11th. My name is Barry Anderson, moderator of your room. Any questions for me, you can use this email address. This is a link to get into our free room. It is a 100% free room. You don't even have to be a member of Trade Ideas to be in our room. I share my screen. I'm live on the mic. I start sharing at 9 o'clock and get live on the mic at about 9:05. And I go to 3:30 most days, Monday to Thursday, and 3 o'clock on Friday. Probably knock it off a little early today, depending on the World Cup score with England. Anyway, this is a link you can use. Now, you'll see in the body of this email, you'll also see a link for our test drive. I'm going to keep talking about it. People ask us all the time, can I have a free trial of Trade Ideas? We don't offer free trials, but 4 times a year we offer what we call a test drive. For $8.88, you can have full access to our program, just like you were a premium subscriber, for 5 full trading days. It starts on July the 23rd. So if you do sign up today, you're basically doing a pre-registration, okay? So please don't inundate our support people saying, hey, how come I don't have access to the program? You won't have it until July the 23rd. Now, that's the Monday. Typically what we do, though, is Friday, the Friday before, about an hour after the market closes, we will allow you access to the program so you can play around with it over the weekend. All right, well, actually, kind of a quiet day for me. Only had 3 trades. This one didn't work out quite as well as I wanted it to. This one, if you were in the room yesterday, you know I was very interested in looking at this on a swing trade. And why? Because you look at the void. You look left. This is what I call a void, a gap, whatever you want to call it. And it was over 8. And it didn't do anything. It just went 805, 810, bid ask for the longest period of time. At the end of the day, it had a little surge up, a little bit of a surge, but decided, okay, I'm going to watch it again today. And again, it went over 8. And so this time I did take the trade right here. Took the trade right there at 820. And it looked really good. It got all the way up to 855. I thought, maybe we'll have a little bit of an attack at 9, but it just didn't happen. So anyway, I did sell some at 845, and then I sold at 830, and I'm all out of it. I will keep watching it. It might have a rebound day. I was really looking to swing this one, but for me to swing something, it has to close near the high of the day. I don't want to have to take this here and then it might struggle getting through the high of, imagine I'm taking this now and then I'm waiting tomorrow to see if I can get through this high. So I always like to take the trades or swing trade if it closes near the high of that day. It doesn't have to close right on the penny, but somewhere up in this area. So we'll have to see what happens. I did take a short and a long at Kroger. Really nothing to talk about there, but the one I do want to talk about is AXTI. This is from Holly. There was the alert, $7.30. Now, as I say, the trick right now, if you have our premium service, you know that we have the 3 Hollies. And the trick is going to be, what I do is I shrink the, let's see if I can bring it over without, let me see if I can do this. I don't want to. See if I can bring the channel bar over. Yes, okay. So you see what I've done is I've taken the channel bar and I've shrunk it down so I can see the 3 Hollies, all right? And I can see the profit and loss in each one of them. Interestingly enough, Holly Grail yesterday was really excellent. It had there was 4 downward dogs. Short strategies really worked well. Today, there are actually no trades at all. You can see there's 0. Holly Neal, slightly negative, 8 cents. Holly 2.0 is up $2.31. So when I was watching earlier in the day, it was obvious to me that I was going to be following Holly 2.0 for a good portion of the day. So that's what I do. If you have our premium service, that's what I think you should do too. Because right now we can't have all 3 Hollies open at the same time. I'm hoping that down the road that will change, because it is a little difficult. Because let's face it. I could be watching this one, and then all of a sudden, we get a little trade in here, and it's, maybe it's up 20 cents, but that turns out to be It's up 20 cents, now it's up 30 cents, 40 cents. It's a great trade, but I'm still kind of stuck watching this one, missing that trade here. So, there's going to be a challenge to somehow be able to monitor these things a little more effectively. I digress. One of the things that I like to do, or people ask me all the time, well, how do you know which Holly alerts to take? Because there were a lot of trades in Holly 2.0, which I'm on right now. There are 20 trades. I only took one of them. Now, the other one that, in fact, the A-bus is I'm sort of looking at also. But what I look at is, first of all, I don't like, for me personally, I sort of shy away from the more high-priced ones, all right? Because what I'm looking for is I'm looking for the big percentage profit increases, okay? So look at AXTI, it's up 11%. Now, this one's up, IR is up, but it's up like 0.13%. This is up at 1%. It's not bad, don't get me wrong. If you could take 1% a day every single day, that's great. But personally, I'm looking for this, and that's why I sort on this column the risk on percent. Risk on meaning, Holly is, I'm still in the trade even though Holly is out of it. That's another thing I should talk about. This quarterback alert strategy has a 45-minute hold period on it. So Holly got out of the trade after 45 minutes. So she was in here, I think it was at it's 11:02, and she got out at 11:47. So right about here. As I said in the room, there's no reason to get out of that trade. Maybe you want to sell a little bit here, not just because Holly got out on a timed exit for that strategy, but there's your first red candle. So maybe you take some out, but there's no way you should be out of this trade the way it's trading. 100% anyway. So I like the cheaper ones because they give us the best potential percentage on profit return. I also look at the daily. What did I see on this daily? So I saw this. Saw 730. Now originally my premise was that it might stall around 760. But that's still from 730 to, even if it got up to 750, and if it happened fairly quickly, I would take that trade. It's not a bad little percentage move. Well, look what happened. It broke through that like nothing. So my next step though was 806, thinking it could. Well, a couple things. A lot of times that whole number will stop it. Let me get to the 15-minute time frame. A lot of times the whole number will stop it, but it didn't stop it. And if you notice on my daily chart, that green line was the 200-day moving average, which is right here actually, 806. So I thought that might stop it, but so far so good. It has not stopped it. It's been kind of frothing around the area here, but so far so good. Now I have sold some out. I've sold some at 810 and 780. I sold at 780 in case it couldn't get through that whole number. I always do something like that. I sold at 810 as it was kind of in this area. I was wondering, okay, yes, 806 is the 200-day, and it was a little bit above it, but a lot of times it can move a little bit above it and then give it up. So I just, the conservative side in me said, okay, you better take some more off. At this point now, though, I'm looking to hold this, and who knows, if it closes near the high, I may in fact swing this one. So that maybe gives you a little bit of insight what I look for on the Holly alerts. I don't take them all, of course. I like the cheaper ones because they give us the best possible. The odds are that a cheaper one can give us a better percentage return. But it's not just that. I looked at the daily and I thought, okay, if we can get through that 760, it has room to 8, and that would be a great percentage return. And now look at it. So that's it. You don't need a lot of trades, guys. I know there are people in the room, and listen, more power to them. They want to trade all day long, have to have 10 stocks going at the same time. I used to say all the time, if I weren't moderating a trading room, I used to only take about 2 or 3 trades a day. I certainly did not overtrade. I find I tend to overtrade a little bit because I'm moderating a room and I'm seeing, more opportunities, I suppose, just because I'm having to try to find them to feed ideas to the room. And other people, of course, the great traders in our room are also presenting opportunities. But if I had my druthers, I'd probably only do 2 or 3 trades a day, and that would be it. All right, I'm going to shut this down. I want to get back into the room. Bring back the capture program. So again, any questions for me? Here is the email address you can use. This is a link for the free room. And please, if you at all thinking about taking a look at trade ideas, if you can afford $1.78 a day for 5 days, then you can have Trade Ideas, our full version, our premium service, just like you're a subscriber, a full subscriber. For 5 trading days, it'll start July the 23rd. You'll see the link in the email. You're pre-registering. That's all you're doing. And also, don't worry. If you take the trade, if you do take the test drive, we don't automatically put you into a subscription once the test drive is over. Okay, we get that question a lot. Do I have to cancel out the test drive myself? Are you going to put me in a subscription? No. Once the test drive is over, it's over, and then it's up to you if you want to take out a subscription. And hopefully you would have had a good feeling for it. Of course, I'm in the room and trying to help people all day long. That week, I don't trade as much because I'm more concentrating on helping people understand how to use the program. All right, so hope everybody has a great evening. And just one last thing, go England. Okay, we'll see you tomorrow in our trading room. Bye-bye.